So one thing we want to do as well is, let's say we're given two sides, 10, 15, but we're missing a third side. So the idea is either x is the biggest side, um, so 10 plus 15 should be greater than that biggest side. So 25 is greater than x. Or we could have x be the smallest side, and x plus 10, the next smallest number, should add together and be more than 15. Or x has got to be greater than 5. So with these two things being true at the same time, I start my low value, 5 is less than x is less than 25. And that would be the possible range of side lengths for that third missing side. And the way this works is, you could pick any number in between. If you pick a number outside of it, let's say 30, say x equals 30, that's not in my solution range. What's 10 plus 15? Well, is that greater than 30? And no, 25 is not greater than 30. So you can see it doesn't work there. So what this does is this little inequality here allows us to find a range of solutions for potential triangles. And the way we always set it up is we assume that x is the biggest and we assume that x is the smallest, and then set up our inequalities appropriately. And it's going to give us an and inequality for our range. If the measures of two sides of triangles are 3 feet and 7 feet, which is the least possible number for the third side? Well, I need to figure out what all the possible ranges are, and then I can look and see which of those happen to fit inside of the range. And the ones that do, I'm going to take the smallest of it. So I have 3, 7, and x. I want x to be the biggest, so 3 plus 7 has to be greater than x. So it has to be greater than 10 has to be greater than x. Now I take x plus 3 and assume x is the smallest, and it has to be greater than 7. So that would be 4 would have to be greater than 7. Oh, sorry. X has to be greater than 4. Okay, that gives me my range. Take the low value, less than x, which is less than the high value. So now what I do is I take a look which values are valid for this range. And I'm going to cross some stuff out here. 10 feet does not work. It has to be less than 10 feet. 5 feet is between those two numbers. 4 feet, same problem there. It has to be greater than 4 feet. So it can't be 4. And that means it definitely can't be 3 either. So we're only left with choice C.